Sister Wendy.
Praise the Lord. I just want to sing a portion of the song. I was singing on the way to church and Brother Cherry said the prayer. It's me, oh Lord. I am standing in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord. I am standing in the need of prayer. Not my mother, nor my father, but it's me, oh Lord. I am standing in the need of prayer. Not my brother, nor my sister, but it's me. It's me, oh Lord. I am standing in the need of prayer.
Amen. Give my testimony. I thank and praise God for being saved. You know, I say that all the time, but it is just a blessing to be saved, you know, and just to feel so whole and just to feel at peace, and just to know that whatever comes, that you have that peace, and and people won't understand that, you know, but it comes from God, and just having that root inside of you and not just floating around through life, but being grounded in something. We all have to be grounded in something, but to be grounded in God is just next level, to know that this life is going to take me into the next life. And you know, I just thank and praise God for Vacation Bible School. It was just such a beautiful experience for me, and just to see myself grow. And I was listening to a sermon, 2 sermons actually. One was a Dietrich Haddon sermon, one was a T.D. Jakes sermon. And T.D. Jakes was saying, you know, in order for God to really bless what you're trying to do, he wants to see you invested in what someone else is doing. And that shows that you have the tenacity and the grit and steadfastness for him to really be able to bless your stuff. And then I was listening to a Dietrich Haddon sermon, and he was saying that your gifts and your callings are 2 different things. And, you know, we kind of walk in our gifts and in our lives, but your calling is something else, and you really got to make sure you know what that is, because that's what you were created for, and that's what you were here for. And, you know, I just had a beautiful time teaching that lesson to the team, and just living a purpose-driven life, and knowing finding out what your purpose is and what your call is. And, you know, talking to them, I was able to talk to them about that and find it out at an early age. But, you know, it was just a blessing to me to start to walk in my own call and watch God bless me and to see myself grow. So, you know, it was just really a good week for me. And sometimes people look at the small things and, you know, they don't appreciate it, or they might look past it and say, you know, that isn't about anything. But, you know, you grow so much. Like, these Sundays you grow. Use your gifts, and you're walking in these things, you grow, so that when you go out there, people are like, and you don't even realize it. Like, sometimes people will go to other churches and sing, and they'll say, you know, man, you just so this, and you don't see yourself like that. Like, you're so powerful, and you just go. But, you know, when you're used to doing it every Sunday, rain, sleet, or snow, you know, you become strong. And, you know, it really is a blessing, and just this Sunday to Sunday, and this week by week living here, you know, you grow in God, and you grow naturally. So I'm grateful for Vacation Bible School. It was just a blessing to me. Amen, Sister Jo.
Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord. Thank the Lord for another day. I was thinking back, last Sunday or Sunday before, when Brother Joe was sharing about his back. He's had some back problems and things. And I was thinking back and said, I had requested prayer a couple times. And I know it was either March or April. I was requesting prayer for my mom, because she was experiencing some pains in her legs, and she's kind of still having those. And so she was like, I don't know if it's arthritis or what this is, but we got to find out. But I was requesting prayer for her, and then all of a sudden my legs started hurting, and I started having problems. I'm thinking, okay, am I taking on like the symptoms of my mom? She's talking to me, or what's going on? And it got so bad. I said, okay, I can't get into my doctor. I'm just gonna go to med point. So I went to med point, and he gave me, I forgot what he told me, but I kept the paper. I was like, I'll look this up at home and see what this is really about, because he really didn't explain it. But he was like, okay, well, the symptoms you're telling me, your legs are hurting, this and that. And it was one side more than the other. And so he said, well, I'm going to give you some painkillers and this. He's like, well, if you want, you could just take a stronger Tylenol. And I said, well, I'm going to stick with stronger Tylenol. I said, but I'll get a prescription for you just in case. He said, but I really do not want to take the pain medicine. So I did do that. And then when we went to our spring break trip, when I went with my parents, my mom and I were both having like the same symptoms. And so she's like, I got a heating pad, and I got this big gay stuff, and I'm thinking, okay, something's really wrong with this picture. I should be. I'm like, I done worked the Notre Dame season and didn't have no problems, and like, something's not right. So I just started praying about everything, and I didn't even really notice that my legs really had stopped hurting. I really didn't notice that. And it was made like, this really, it's like, and I started thinking, I said, now, when did they stop hurting? I said, they were hurting over spring break, but when did it stop? And I couldn't even recall. It just like slowly disappeared. So I just thank the Lord for that, for touching and healing my body. Right. And I just thank God I didn't have those symptoms anymore or anything. And I just thank the Lord that, you know, when you pray and, you know, sometimes you're praying about something, you kind of forget about what you have been praying about. And then you
one chapter in the book, so you can't miss it. It says, now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless, praise God, before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, and this is the part that I like, to the only wise God, our Savior, we know who he is. His name is Jesus. And he's the only wise God. Hallelujah. And there's not three gods in heaven, and they don't have three separate personalities but they're all one. There's only one. And it says, to the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and forever. Amen. I'm just so glad that I know there's only one God. I know his name. I'm found in him, and he is within me. And I'm just so glad that the revelation will come as you seek for it. As you ask the Lord to open up your understanding, he will do just that. But it calls for belief first. When we first come to the Lord, we must believe that he is, or that he exists. And believing so, he is a rewarder to all of us that shall diligently seek him. Pray my strength. Amen. Amen.
I know God is a good God. Yes, he is. I know God is a good God. Yes, he is. I know God is a good God. Yes, he is. I know God is a good God. Yes, he is. I know God is a good God. Yes, he And he said, you should live and not die. Hallelujah. And I
glory and praise. I was promoted on my job. They put me on full-time, plus gave me a promotion to a different position. So God is good.
All right. You blessing us in and outside the house of God. Amen. He looks out for us and he cares. Amen. That was a beautiful praise service. Now we're going to have our welcome and announcements by Sister Rochelle.
Amen.
Praise the Lord, saints.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
And welcome to New Vision. Our pastor, Bishop Carl D. Burrell. And our first lady, Evangelist Gail R. Burrell. And we welcome you on today. Amen. We have some visitors, but they're family, as she said, the Berries from Kalamazoo. Amen. Welcome. Amen. Welcome, welcome. Amen. So today we have just a few announcements. First of all, we want to thank all of those who helped with our Vacation Bible School and our volunteers and teachers. Amen. Those who came and supported and attended, and to Deacon Scott and Sister Evangelist Scott, I think who helped organize it all. Amen. So we want to thank you. Amen. And then also, on this coming Saturday, September 1st, we will meet at the church. I'm sorry, September 2nd. I'm sorry, that is the 1st. Sorry. I had to think back. The 3rd is Monday. So the 1st. Sorry, September 1st. We will meet here at the church. I believe it's 2 p.m. Sister Mallory will be sending out a text. I think she's trying to decide between 2 or 2:30 p.m. which time to meet here at the church for the Notre Dame game, for those who are volunteering. So again, don't forget to wear the right clothing, black slacks, not leggings, black shoes if possible, black socks, and then a shirt, and then we'll put our uniform shirt on when we get there. But most importantly, to bring your picture ID. So if you're in high school, you can bring, if you don't have a driver's license, you can bring a school ID with a picture, state ID, but we need your ID. And then once we meet here, you'll get the parking passes for us to park when we drive over. So again, that is this coming Saturday. So if Sister Mallory doesn't have your cell number, make sure you give someone who's going to be there, either myself or Sister Sonia, and then we can text you. And then also on today is our back to school Sunday. So they will be giving out a goodie bag of supplies for the kids for every grade level, kindergarten or preschool up to college, I believe. So that will be after church today. And so we want to thank Sister Elaine, Sister Sandra Pack for putting that together. And to all those who donated and helped out. And then on this coming Tuesday, we will have a harvest meeting. I think that's the last meeting at 6 p.m. for the harvest team. And then we're also looking for anyone who's willing to drive the church van to pick up guests or visitors. We're trying to coordinate that so that if we have any visitors who don't have transportation, that we can get them here for morning service. And we would meet the driver to probably be here to pick up the van probably around 10:30 or so. And then we're trying to coordinate who they will contact as far as wanting to come. So if we have anyone who's interested, please let us know. You can let Pastor know. And also regarding our harvest time, the breakfast during the month of September will be slightly different. On the 1st, 2nd, and 4th Sundays, the Sundays that we actually have the dinners after church, we will have breakfast, will be smaller, will be donuts, juice, and coffee only on those Sundays, no sausage and biscuits or anything else. So that will be the 1st, 2nd, and 4th Sunday. So they're doing a little smaller so that they can let the people get into the kitchen and not have to, not there be any confusion. So then on the 3rd and 5th Sunday, we'll have our regular breakfast menu items. So please be aware of that. And then also we have, again, our PAW update from last week is also in the bulletin for our presiding bishop, new appointed bishop, and the board. Our first presiding, second presiding bishops are also listed. And then also our convention next year will be in Cincinnati, Ohio in August. So you can, August the 10th through the 17th. So you can start planning for that. And then we also have upcoming our harvest time. So we have a schedule there in the bulletin. Again, we're only having dinners on the 1st, 2nd, and 4th Sunday. And we're asking $20 towards the cost for our harvest month.
And then the week of revival, which is Thursday, September 20th through Sunday, September 23rd, we're asking for $20 to help with those costs. We'll have Evangelist Bobby Barney. She'll be here. The pastor already noted last week she was at the convention doing a great work. They were out there saving souls there in Atlanta, Georgia. So she'll be with us. And so we have those services. And then also in the back table back there, we have our welcome slips for our harvest time for your guests. So you can give them, again, the top portion they keep and they fill it in. And it lets them know of the location of our church and the time of the service. And then they can return that back to you, and they keep the bottom portion. So if they can fill that out, give that to you, and then you as the member can give that to either one of the ushers on that Sunday or to Sister Elaine Pack. So we're trying to keep all of our visitor slips so we can follow up with them afterwards. And then on the back we have a list of the services on that one. And then the other flyer is the revival flyer, and it also has a list of the services on the back. So those are in the back, and you can take those to pass out to your friends, family, neighbors, and to just let them know of our services and upcoming harvest time and revival. So that is noted in the bulletin and back there on the table. We also have
here of the things he does for his people.
Amen.
Amen. It is very important. Amen. Even my own granddaughter, when I was homeschooling her, amen, we came upon something, and it had to do with a rainbow. She wanted to know where that came from. And when I told her the story of the rainbow and what it really signified, she just stared at me. And I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I want to be saved." I said, "Oh, you do? That is so good." And you know, she got the Holy Ghost shortly thereafter at the Northern District Council. Amen. That girl got the Holy Ghost in the most powerful way. Amen. And they called people in to see her. She was just, amen, going from language to language. I tell you, that root is so important. It will never, amen, they will never depart from it. Amen. And you may go on. Amen. And we will. Amen. And this next generation will come. Amen. But if that word is in them, you don't have anything to worry about. Amen. And I thank God for that, because I honor his word so dearly. Amen. And I know people are not coming to church like they should. Amen. They don't regard the Sabbath. Amen. But the Sabbath, amen, the Lord has ordained it. You do not work for yourself 7 days a week and give God no glory. That is inexcusable, oh man. Amen. So we thank the Lord, amen, for understanding that you got to take time out for God. People are slow to praise him, slow to give him honor. Amen. And if God was like us, we'd all be in very deep trouble. Amen. For God is hearing the prayer of every man. He's receiving the prayers. Amen. And he's never getting tired of us. We can't exhaust his mercy and exhaust his grace. I tell you, I'm so excited about being saved. Amen. I'm trying to go deeper. Amen. I'm trying to cut out different things so I can give myself even more to fasting, prayer, and even more to the Word of God. Amen. Some people think that's all I do anyway, but I'm trying to take it there, because I know, behold, I come quickly. The Lord is on his way back. Amen. And he's giving people their rewards according to what they have done, according as their work should be. So you can go to sleep if you want to. Amen. But you're not going to get anything from God unless you put the time in. Amen. And he has a book that he's writing in. Amen. And I thank God for that. Amen. And when you read these things about how God has organized, amen, the past, present, and future, it will help you understand who you are in God. Amen. You're not coming here for people. You're not coming here because your parents say you should. But you're coming here because, amen, he is the only God. He's the only wise God. And he made the heavens and the earth. And he made hell. Amen. We don't talk about hell, amen, in the 21st century. Amen. But it is written, amen, there is a lake that burneth with fire and brimstone. And if your name is not written in the Lamb's book of life, amen, you're going to find yourself rolling around in an eternal fire. And the Bible says the smoke will come up to heaven and before the righteous. The smoke from that lake of fire. Oh, I don't have no friends today. Amen. But God has anointed me to preach the gospel, and the gospel I will preach. Amen. And the gospel is undebatable. Amen. And you can't change it. Amen. You can't cut half of it off. I know people, they probably have 10,000 different versions of Bibles by now. Amen. And they just dig out whatever they don't like. Amen. Whatever's unpleasant, they just dig it right out. Amen. But God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Amen. So I just thank him for his word. Amen. It will be the last thing in Revelations with the last angel preaching the gospel to the world as they burn. Amen. So, amen. That's a lot to think about. Amen. And I thank God for the truth. Amen. You want to hear the truth. Entertainment is okay. Amen. But when it comes to the house of God and the worship, amen, and your plan of salvation, you want to hear the truth. Amen. For the truth shall never pass. God bless you all.
Amen. Now we are going to have an A selection from our choir. Amen. Come on up.
Throughout our lifetime, everybody ought to be involved in ministry. Someone say ministry. Your life should be all about God and all about the things that God has done, God is doing. And certainly thank God for this choir and their ability to destroy yokes in the lives of people. I'm teaching a series now on Tuesday on demonology. I just started it on this past Tuesday. We just finished our series on the 9 minds of man, and we culminated that with the spiritual mind. Philippians 2 says, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in who? Christ Jesus." But people have so many other minds, can I get amen? Besides the mind of the Lord Jesus Christ. But we ought to be trying to get his mind in this last and evil day. We ought to be endeavoring to get the mind of Christ in everything that we do, that we might make heaven our home. Lady Burrell was talking about hell. It's called the lake of fire. And it was created for Lucifer, his name was, in heaven. The Bible called him the anointed cherub. He was the one that reflected the light of God. And he got beside himself, and he was cast out of heaven. 1/3 of the heavenly hosts, the fallen angels, Jude said in that first estate. Those fallen angels now are demons. So this Tuesday we'll be dealing with unclean spirits, familiar spirits, and seducing spirits, because they're all different. You tell somebody you're going to be under attack.
Going to be under attack.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what your name is. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care where you come from. You're going to be under attack because It's the prince of the power of the air. It's a spirit.
Yes. Amen.
And it's working in the children of disobedience. And so we ought to know our adversary. When I started out the series, I spoke concerning, we ought to know the times and the seasons. The times and the seasons are not hidden from God. And those that have the Spirit of God, according to 1 Corinthians, then you ought to be able to discern the times and the seasons. How many of you all know we're living in the last day?
Amen.
If you have any sense at all, you ought to know that we're living in a day like never before.
Amen.
As it was in the days of Noah, when God repented, which means he changed his mind, that he had made man on the face of the earth, because evil had gotten, the earth had gotten so evil because of the children of Cain. And so he had to send a flood to wipe out the seed of Cain. And of course, we thank God for Noah, who found grace in the eyes of God. But the hearts and the minds of people was on evil continually.
Yes.
And that's the day we live in now.
Amen.
People sit around and think about how they can get you back. They dream about what they can do sometimes to make people's lives miserable. And this is the day we live in. This is the last day, an evil day. We're living in the 6th day of the 6th day. 7,000 years of each created day, not sovereign days of each created day. And we're living in the 6th day, which means we're right at the end. There's only 1,000 years, which will be a millennial reign, to culminate. We're in the 6th day. And then, of course, the last 1,000 years, the fullness of time, to culminate the 6th day. Man was made in the 6th day. It's been 2,000 years according to the Jewish calendar, which is a lunar calendar. The Jewish calendar is governed by the moon, and the rotation of the moon, our calendar, 365 days in a year. It's 360 days in a year according to the Jewish calendar, 365 days in a year according to our calendar. And according to the Jewish calendar, we're right at the point of the rapture of the church. And we know at the end of this day, according to Daniel, 70 weeks of years, we're between the 69th and the 70th week of years. And we know the last week of years, 7 years, will be the tribulation period. So the catching away of the church prior to the 7 years of tribulation, because we know that the church will not go through the tribulation period. Scripture says that as God delivered Noah before the flood, his family out of the cities. There were 4 cities. We only talk about 2, the twin cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. God took them out before he rained down fire. And they had an opportunity to repent. Abraham went to God. God said, if you can find 50 righteous people, I won't destroy the cities. Came down, all the way down, so they couldn't even find 10 righteous folk. And these were cities populated with millions. And that's, as it was in the days of Lot, so shall it be in the day of the coming of the Son of Man. And that's the day we're living in. So we're striving to enter in at the straight gate. Amen. You got to work. You got to work to be saved now. Because tell somebody you're going to be under attack. Demons are real. And people can have thousands of demons. One person. You'll see that in our study. And even the pigs didn't want the demons out. Amen. They killed themselves. They committed suicide when the demons came out of the man into at least 3,000 pigs. One man had over 3,000 demons. Amen. But I'm so glad I've been delivered. For such was us. Amen. We used to walk according to the course of this world, the prince and the power of the air, but now he has saved us. He quickened us. He's made us alive through and by the Spirit of God. I thank God for the Holy Ghost. Clap your hands. The Holy Ghost is good. The Holy Ghost is real. Amen. If you got the Holy Ghost, hold on to the Holy Ghost. Evangelist Bobby Barney will be here in a few weeks, and we have her come in during our harvest time each year, and she has the gift of laying on of hands. People receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit through and by the laying on of hands. And the Lord has used her to receive the Holy Ghost by the laying on of hands. She laid hands on Mr. T. He received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Chris Rock, she received the Holy Spirit by the laying on of hands. And many of the other celebrities and big time people. And so she takes time out of her busy schedule to come to this little church. Amen. All we have to do is just bring folk that need the Holy Ghost to church. Isn't that something? That's all we got to do is get them here. And if you need it, you come. And you'll receive what God has for you. That will take you from earth to glory. God bless you. Good to have us here, our friends from way back. Way back. And good to have Sister Wade back home. Amen. From out of town. We missed her, baby. Family is here today with her. God bless you. Good to see you all. Amen. Each and every one of you on today. Before we receive a word from the Lord, we're going to receive our tithes and offering, free will offering for the church.
Amen.
We do this once a week. This is God's financial plan for the church. We don't have a lot of money coming in from other sources, like some churches. They have daycares, they have programs and things, and but all we have is the tithes and free will offering of the same.